Okay. Give the drinks to people, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I benefit from the Shaykh sohbet and zikr immensely. I would like to take bayah, but I'm afraid. Why do I have fears to take bayah?
It's a good question. You should ask yourself why you have your fear. But maybe I should share something from my own experience. Because the Holy Prophet ﷺ says the best knowledge is the knowledge that you experience. That's why in the way of tasawwuf it is forbidden to even speak about things in reality that you have not experienced. You cannot speak. When I met our Shaykh, it took me a while to take bayat, to have a pledge of allegiance, to be initiated. I was hesitant. There was some fear there. The initial fear of, oh, are you sure this is the right one? What if it's a charlatan? Everything, all those things answered very easily. Then you discover that this fear, a lot of it is not deep. It's not real. Because to find the answers to those questions, it's very simple and it's there. But is your fear based on something that you just don't want to let go? It's something else. Is that fear based on just your own experience and paranoia? That's something else. But if that fear is based on something that is real, what is real is in front of you. What if the person cheat me? Is there proof? Look. And the Quran Karim is speaking. It's saying, follow those who ask you no fee. It's a very simple but a very profound verse. Follow those who ask you no fee, and who themselves they are rightly guided. Shaykh Efendi opening it up, saying they have reached to the station of safety. So not only to ask those who ask you no fee, and fee doesn't just mean money. It means they are asking and they're demanding your loyalty or your love, meaning they need something from you and they want something from you. Don't follow those. But the second part is those ones they have reached to the level of safety. So that's simple. They're asking a fee. Is he needing? Is he wanting? Is he saying you have to do this? So many in that first, the most basic idea of fee, they already failed. Because these days, everything they ask for a fee. You want spirituality, there is a fee. You want conference, there is a fee. You want meditation, there is a fee. Oh, administration, fees, this fee, that fee. It doesn't matter, there is a fee. No, but that is, like I said, there's the lowest form. The understanding of that is that one is not in need of you and does not want. His need is only from Allah or from His Prophet or from His Shaykh. So look at that and answer truthfully. Because those ones, their forehead are open and they're showing everything. Then what else is this fear about? For me, that fear was knowing that my whole life is going to change if I am sincerely wanting to follow. My life has to change. I know, not deep down inside. It's just surface level. I know my life has to change. Because when you look at the one that you are going to follow, whether it's a teacher or a professor, we have one professor, he just left. or a master at a skill or an art or a profession, when you first meet him, you already know how much you want to follow. There is a pull there. And as much as you follow that one, you know that there are certain things that you have to lose. Your identity, your knowledge, in order to get the identity and the knowledge of that one that he's holding. So, it took me a while, because I know that my whole life has to change, and I don't know if I'm ready for that or not. And I'm not the kind of person who's going to commit to something like that. Then later I said, this is too hard, and to drop it. This is just me. So it took me a while. But then I discovered even that fear, that hesitation, that trepidation is not really real anyway. It's not true. I'm not being realistic. I'm not being sincere. Because I know the way is good. I know he's teaching, Shaykh Efendi teaching me good, teaching me to become a good person and trying to be a good servant to Allah. I know my trepidation, my hesitation is not real because I'm taking too long to decide. Whereas to follow someone else, something else, a desire to make the wrong decisions in my life, I didn't even hesitate for 1 second maybe, so many times. I didn't need to sit down to think, to consider. And those decisions that I took that were wrong, it definitely changed my life. So what am I afraid of? Then I slowly start to understand the ego that is inside, that is going a little bit panicky. Because you're starting on this journey of what? Submission. Where you're going to put your trust in someone. You get on that boat and you're going to say, I'm not rowing this. I'm going to sit now. I tried to row this all my life. I'm not reaching everywhere. I nearly drowned, capsized so many times. Now I'm giving you the oars and just sitting down here. Of course, people may say, like I said before, people say, oh, just to give up trust like that is difficult, it's understandable. But how many times we give our trust to complete strangers? How many times we give our trust, not even thinking that we're trusting? How many times we trust that when we enter into that airplane or that train or that bus, we trust that it'll take us from point A to point B. That we trust that the person who is in front there, he is legitimate, and that he can bring us to our destination. How many times? But there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that that person is going to take us from point A to point B. So many times in the world, people don't even reach their destination. So now, if I know something is good, why am I hesitating? Oh, because the ego doesn't like. Shaitan certainly doesn't like. When it's something that my ego is attracted to, I don't hesitate. Why not? It's fun. It's great. Doesn't matter. But if it's something good, I hesitate. So we take leaps of faith in matters of the desires, but we don't take a leap of faith to follow someone that is good, that we know is going to bring us to goodness. There is something wrong there. So I said, no. I've jumped so many times. Let me jump now too. Of course, I'm not trying to be macho to my ego and to say, you're doing the right thing, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to... No. Shaykh Efendi has put in my heart that I know a little bit of myself. I said, no, let's just try it. That's all. If you don't like it, you can leave it. Kept telling myself that. Although I've made the commitment. Because if you tell your ego, no, that's it, no more, the ego is going to go crazy. The ego is saying, what? All these 10, 20, 30 years, I am your master, directing you. Suddenly, you're going to take over just like that? I'm going to show you. That's why some people, when they become too gung-ho like that, their ego hits back and they leave everything because they don't know how to fight against that enemy. You cannot fight with that enemy, against that enemy, if you don't have the proper training and the proper arms to engage that enemy with. So, these are some of the fears that I had. And I'm not saying everything. And I'm not surprised if you say you recognize maybe a little bit of what I went through, is what you're going through. But we are not here to collect people, and we are not here to try to convince people. We have something to offer from our Shaykh. If you like, come. Stay. Welcome to those who come, farewell to those who leave. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ya Allah. Khair. Give the